Have you ever felt like this girl? Frustrated, you don't know what to study, and you're having a hard time with English? Well, maybe you want to feel like this guy, completely motivated to study English. Well, today I'm going to give you the 3 methods for learning and continuing to be motivated when you're studying English. The first category is goal setting, then learning styles, and finally study length. Welcome to Speak English with Tiffani. I am Teacher Tiffani. Let's jump right in. All right, method number 1. Set small, attainable goals. The first point is to focus on setting goals that you can accomplish in a short amount of time. This will help you to gain confidence and also help you to recognize your progress. In the end, this will lead to motivating you to study and learn more. Let me explain it using one of my study plans. So, about 2 or 3 years ago, I had to study for a major exam. Now, this exam was very difficult, and for the exam, I had to study 1,000 pages of information. It was about that amount of information. So what I did was I made a study plan based on this method. So since I knew that I had to learn 1,000 pages of information, I broke it down into the period that I had. I had 5 months. So I decided that each month I needed to learn 200 pages of information. Now, I decided to break it up even more. Let's see. Each month had 4 weeks. So I said, okay, that means each week I should learn 50 pages of information. But I continued. Remember, you're trying to break it down into small, attainable goals. And I said there are 5 days in a week. Now, for me, I took off the weekend as a way to recover and just to relax. So Monday through Friday, that 5-day period is what I chose. So that meant that each day I had to learn and memorize and study 10 pages of information. So what happened is my large goal of 1,000 now turned into 10, okay? So that really helped me organize my thoughts, and also it helped me to stay motivated as I studied. I didn't feel overwhelmed, okay? So going back to it now, this is what you need to remember. For example, if you're learning vocabulary words, instead of saying, I want to learn 100 words, break it down into, I want to learn 5 words a day, okay? Then after a 20-day period, you will learn 100 words, okay? All right. Also, another thing that's important is write them down and make a checklist. This is very important too, because when you see it in front of you and you actually physically write it down, it helps you to stay motivated, okay? And also remind yourself of them often. This is them referring to your goals, instead of reminding yourself about your failures or weaknesses. A lot of times as students, you lose your motivation because you keep remembering where you're not. You see other students and you compare yourself and you realize you're not where you want to be. I want you to stop doing that. Don't think about your failures or your weaknesses. Instead, remind yourself of your goals, okay? All right, now let's keep moving. Number 2, change up learning styles. This is very important. You see, this will help you stay interested and not get bored with your English studies. It will make your English more balanced, which will keep you motivated. Let me explain with an example from one of my students. Now, this was one of my students when I lived in Korea, and he was a very, very intelligent young man. But there was something that was very unique about him. When he spoke, he really sounded natural. So I asked him how he studied. And he told me, he said, "Teacher, you know what I did? I used YouTube." But not just YouTube English lessons. He actually watched videos, entertainment videos, literally made by Americans or Europeans or native English speaking people. So he would watch the videos, then he would copy the speaker's expressions, and he tried to sound like them. So he would really study hard when he was watching these entertainment videos. Now, this is what he did. He changed up his learning style, and the results were amazing. He was the best speaker in my class. he had the most confidence, and he had learned how to organize his thoughts. Now, remember, he was not only doing this. Of course, he always studied books as well because grammar is important, so he would study grammar from some English books. And he also attended some institutes where he had a teacher. But he said the YouTube videos were the main things that helped him improve his English. He had changed up his learning styles. So, this is why this is such an important method for staying motivated, okay? So, let's look right here. Use books, writing, your own writing, drawing, or other methods to help you when you're trying to change up your styles. Also, you can use YouTube videos or other video sources. Remember, not just video lessons like we're doing right now, even videos made by Americans or Europeans or other native English speakers that are about topics that you're interested in, okay? And also alternated by days or by weeks. This will help you retain or keep the information. So let me explain what this actually means. So let's look in this section right here. So let's say, for example, I decide that on Mondays and Wednesdays, I'm going to study grammar using books, okay? So Mondays and Wednesdays are for grammar books. But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to do something different. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I am going to watch videos and I'm going to mimic or shadow what the people are saying and doing. And maybe on Fridays, I'm going to write in English, okay? So you see, I am actually alternating my learning styles by doing that. So this is what I want you to do. Again, this is going to keep you motivated as you study English, okay? All right, let's move on to number 3. Don't study too long. Now, I know this may sound a little weird to you. You may say, Teacher Tiffani, why are you telling me not to study? But I want you to stay with me. You see, this is important because you're giving yourself periodic study breaks. This will help you to grasp information or understand information and review what you learned, okay? These breaks will help to keep you motivated when you do intense study. So there's actually a very popular technique for this called the Pomodoro technique, okay? I've used this when I study as well. So let me explain how it works. So, for example, first, you will set a timer for 25 minutes. Now, this is the suggested amount of time for intense study, all right? Then after that 25 minutes, you will actually take a break for 5 minutes. So, again, you'll work for 25 minutes. Then you will, after that, take a break for 5 minutes, okay? Now, here's what's going to happen. You're going to repeat this for about 3 times. So again, you're going to do 25 minutes of study, 5-minute break. 25 minutes of study, 5-minute break. Now, you can decide whether you want to take the long break right here, or you can do one more set of 25 minutes and then the long break. Now, I tried this and it was amazing how much it helped me because for that 25 minutes, I focused intensely because I knew I had a 5-minute break coming up. So I was motivated during that 25-minute period. And that's what I want for you all. I want you to stay motivated when you're studying English. So it's okay. Give yourself a break sometimes when you're studying, okay? All right, so let's look at it again in more detail. So again, use the Pomodoro method, study in chunks, and then take a break. Also, give time for the information to set in. You see, even though this seems like a break to do nothing, what's actually happening is in your brain, the information that you learn from the first 25 minutes is actually going in even more and staying inside of your mind. So even though you feel like you're just sitting there, enjoying yourself, actually your brain is working, okay? And remember, don't stress. Stay relaxed, okay? It's so important to just stay relaxed and enjoy your time when you are studying. And this is how you stay motivated. Now, if you want to watch another English video lesson and learn some more with me, click the videos on the left side of your screen. And I also want to give you a free gift, free English lessons directly to your inbox. So I want you to visit www.speakenglishwithtiffani.com/weekly so that you can start getting your free English lessons. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, remember to speak English.